Clope and Nedick Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity football. We are at Sydney High School Memorial Field where the Milton Union Bulldogs will take on the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Auglays Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Welcome, Sydney Memorial Field. I'm Scott Fry. Next to me is Jeff Henchen, and we've got the conference opener and the first ever conference opener for the Three Rivers Conference, Jeff. Brand new this season, and it's the Milton Union Bulldogs visiting the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Milton Union's season here, Jeff?
Well, they're led by head coach Brett Pierce in his 17th season. His second tour of duty. He spent 13 years from 2000 2012, came back in 18 and up to present. His team is 2-1 on the season with opening week wins against National Trail and Valley View, then suffered the first loss of the season last week against Oakwood by 8 points. They like to score the ball. Their offense has scored 51, 26, and 20 points, so that's not been the problem. They're led by quarterback Nate Mortar with 4 touchdowns through the air. His favorite receiver, Blake Broomball, with 2 touchdowns and 223 yards on the year receiving. And their main ground gainer is Blake Newmeyer, averaging 5 yards a carry and has scored 5 rushing touchdowns. So they welcome this first trip here up to their first game in the Three Rivers Conference, and look to bounce back from their first loss of the season.
Absolutely. As you see there on the television, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers getting ready to enter, and kind of a special night tonight. We'll take a second, Jeff. They've got an American flag with them, as it is the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on the Pentagon and the World Trade Center. So always in memory of that, a very solemn occasion where that is concerned. Talking about the Division VII Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, Richard Roll in his 16th season at the helm here, 111-61, an excellent, very impressive record. Rough start to the season here for the Cavaliers. They dropped their opener to Lima Perry 27-13. They lost to New Bremen in week 2. We had that one 58-0, and then lost a tight game last week to Waynesfield Goshen. Signal caller Donovan O'Leary, the sophomore, averages almost 100 yards passing per game. He's got 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions, but also an effective runner on the ground, averaging almost 60 yards per game, 5 yards a carry with 2 rushing touchdowns. The running back for the Cavaliers is Dylan Carnes, and he is averaging 49.7 yards per game and 4.8 yards per carry. He's got 1 touchdown on the ground. And so for the 24th meeting all-time between these two schools, Lehman leads the series 13-10. The last time these two schools met, 2009, and Milton Union came up on the positive side of that one in overtime, 28-27. When we come back, it'll be the kickoff. Once again, Scott Fry and Jeff Henchen here to bring you high school football. Milton Union versus Lehman Catholic here on NKTelco Sports.
Clope Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopedoor.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nedick Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nedick is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nedick Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nedick.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the second annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
Welcome back to Memorial Field here in Sydney, Ohio. Shared Stadium, home of the Sydney Yellow Jackets and the home team tonight, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Glad to have you aboard. Thanks for joining us on NKTelco Sports, Saturday night edition of high school football. And this is still week 4, Jeff, as both of these teams come in looking to get their first ever conference win here in the brand new Three Rivers Conference.
Yeah, and again, both teams are looking to end losing streaks, as you saw in our pregame stat right there. Milton Union 2-1, Lehman Catholic 0-3. So obviously a big game. A win for the Cavaliers definitely would boost their confidence and their morale. You know, it just winning satisfies a lot of ills, if you will.
It sure does, yeah.
And, you know, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. You know, that's the name of the game. You want to compete well. Their father, they led us in their invocation before the kickoff, mentioned, you know, you competed, you did your best, and you kept the faith. And that's, you know, that's what each team's got to do. You just play the game and do your best. And obviously there's going to be a winner and loser. There's no ties in this, and they know that going in. So we look forward to another beautiful night of football here, Scott. We've had a good one last night on Friday. A little bit breezy. We talked about that walking in. There is some wind gusts, and you saw the American flags, and we'll probably get a picture of them later as well. But there's definitely some wind in the air.
Absolutely. And Lehman getting ready to kick off here. Milton Union, I believe, won the toss and elected to receive. This is Michael McFarland, 6'2", 220 senior. He's a wide receiver and tight end and defensive lineman, and he squibs it down the numbers, and that's going to go out of bounds. So that's going to give great field position to start things off, because that is, in fact, a penalty in high school football, and I believe that's going to bring the ball out to the 35, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and run down the Sydney All-Glaze Audiology starting lineups for these. Before we do, let's catch the 3 keys brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Goodness.
3 keys. First for the Milton Union Bulldogs. They want to win the turnover battle. They know that it's important to secure the football. Don't give Lehman any cheap opportunities off a turnover, good field position, etc. Establish a run game. They feel like their size and strength can maintain the ball and wear down Lehman's defense. And when on defense, attack Lehman's running game. Get to them first. Don't let them get off to a good start on the ground. Make it frustrating right away for the Lehman offense.
Absolutely. A little jet sweep toss. That goes to number 8, Blake Broombaugh. And he lined up in the slot and then moved across the formation. And that'll be a gain of about 5 to start things off. Starting lineup now for Milton Union. Their quarterback, as you mentioned earlier, Nate Mortar, number 4. Running backs, number 43, Blake Newmeyer, and number 20, Peyton Nichols. Tight end is 85, Connor Yates. Wide receivers, 8, Blake Broombaugh, and 19, Cooper Brown. We've got a fumble on the play. Scramble still alive, and I think maybe Lehman got on that. We'll see.
Boy, this would be a break for the Cavaliers.
And it is. And again, to round out the Milton Union starting lineup, the offensive line, here comes your Winners Quality Meets replay. Again, another bit of motion. And it looked like the runner, Broombaugh, just never had a good handle on it. It went into the scrum, rattled around, and Lehman comes away with it.
Yeah, I didn't catch who came out with the actual possession.
I didn't either.
But a big break for the Cavaliers, no doubt. And that was a key that Coach Pierce wanted to stress. Don't lose the turnover battle. And second play of the game, fumble gives Lehman Catholic a great opportunity here.
With the Cavaliers on offense now, Jeff, let's get the Keyhole Pizza 3 keys to their success tonight.
Well, they want to protect the football. Obviously, they can see what it can do if you don't. Eliminate mistakes, penalties, just miss blocking assignments, drop passes, and get off the field on third down defensively. Don't try to limit the Milton Union offense on third down.
There's a quick toss to Nathan Salmon, the running back. Pretty well snuffed out there at the line of scrimmage. Nice pursuit there on the defense. See if we can't get you some starters here for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. This will be the starting lineup on offense, brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, as the Cavaliers break the huddle. Their quarterback signal caller, sophomore Donovan O'Leary, wears jersey number 12. Beside him, Dylan Carnes, 32, has the ball. He's going to try to take it wide. Great pursuit. Boy, oh boy. Excellent job there by number 22, the outside linebacker, Karis Thwaites, for the Bulldogs. And he's going to throw Carnes back for a pretty significant loss. They'll give him forward progress, but boy, oh boy, a great pursuit there by the Bulldog defense. Also starting for Lehman Catholic, Nathan Salmon, number 4. Michael McFarland at wide receiver, number 6.
Holding penalty.
And a penalty on the, I didn't even see the flag down. I think there's enough yellow on the field. It's maybe tough to pick that flag up. That'll be my excuse. But it's going to be third down and quite a long way here for Lehman Catholic. They have to, the yard to gain is the 37, 36 of Milton Union. They are still on their side of the field on the 48.
Yeah, they're definitely out of system here. And
well, slot receiver in motion, who's also a running back now. Quarterback's going to have a little stiff arm. Nice play there. And then he's tackled out of bounds by number 19, Cooper Brown.
Well, nice yards. I mean, they had a bunch to get. He got about a 6-yard pickup on that, half of what they needed, so that'll bring up a punting situation.
Get you the rest of that Lehman starting lineup. The guys up front, John Edwards, number 50, William Ford, 53, 62, Seth Kennedy, 70, Matthew Denise, and 73, Ethan Stiver. And now back to punt.
Michael McFarland.
This is McFarland. Punts a roller that's going to angle right out of bounds.
Beautiful.
And they down it right there at about the 2. That was Seth Kanapke. Looked like it was going to roll right out near the pylon. Great special teams play. Excellent kick. You saw McFarland rotating to his right.
He had a nice job. He averages over 37 yards per punt. He has 2, now make it 3 kicks with inside the 20. That one, perfect. We had a great angle. It looked just like it was bouncing that way and then hustling down the field on special teams. Cavaliers able to secure that, like you said, on the 2-yard line. Great job on the special teams by the Cavaliers.
So they've got Milton Union now backed up deep in their end zone. 2 backs. And the give is to Broombaugh again. I believe that's Broombaugh. He's out over the 5. Nice push there. The drive starting at the 3. He's going to gain about 5. Bring up second down and 5. See if I can't get you that Sidney Lehman starting defense. Again, Sidney Ogle's Audiology bringing us those starters. Seth Kanapke at the right corner. Nathan Salmon at the left corner. You're going to see Donovan O'Leary playing safety along with Hayden Seaver. Another run crosses the 10 out to the 11, so they're going to be a couple of yards shy of a first down, but a little breathing room there for the Milton Union offense. Also there on defense for Lehman Catholic, A.J. Newsom at the linebacker position, Dylan Carnes as a defensive back on the defense. John Edwards, linebacker. We're going to call his name a lot tonight. He's their leading tackler. William Ford on the D-line.
Yeah, John Edwards, you mentioned 33 tackles on the season already, so he's very active around the football.
And Lehman Catholic doing a nice job there. This time the ball carrier, number 43, again, Newmeyer. And Lehman shuts that down, and Newmeyer gets up a little slowly. You don't want to see that as your leading ground gainer. You see him limping off.
Yeah, noticeably, he's trying to stay in, and now he's coming off. Guys, maybe his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
But that's, he is definitely a
Hopefully
good ball
that's just
carrier.
a little minor detail there for him. So Milton Union set to punt from their own end zone under the shadow of the goalpost here. If Lehman will come after them or set up the return. Looks like they're going to try to set the return. Very high, short kick. It's going to bounce at the 30 and roll sideways. So Lehman Catholic now with great field position to start the second drive of the night. First drive of the night was also great field position off of a fumble on the second play of the game. And now Lehman Catholic with the ball resting at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Get you the defensive starters now for Milton Union. Nose guard number 79, Jake Brown. Defensive tackle 64, Colton Hultgren. Other defensive tackle 73, Ethan Lane. The inside linebackers 51, Zeb Hines. And also Carter Berner. I'll get you a number on him in a moment.
6.
Number 6.
Oh, up and over.
Wow, up and over for sure. That's your quarterback, Donovan O'Leary, on the keeper. Looks like he gained about 7 on that play.
He's one of their.
Here's a winner's quality meets replay.
He's been no stranger to the football this year.
Yeah, nice run. Makes the first guy miss and then just kind of gets over the shoulder there on the tackle, Blake Broombaugh, for
O'Leary rushing the football, 35 attempts, 178 yards, a good 5.1 average, and a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 180. He's a good-sized kid. This is Salmon now. Little dive play. Maybe gains a yard. Also on defense then for Milton Union, again, the Sydney All-Glaze Audiology starting lineups. The outside linebackers, number 22, Karis Twaits, and number 85, Connor Yates. And then the defensive backs, number 19, Cooper Brown, and number 16, Connor Gibson. So we thank Sydney All-Glaze Audiology very much for sponsoring our starting lineups tonight.
3rd and 4, definitely don't want to lose yards. Remember, they had a big loss in their first drive that took them kind of out of system. They're going
nice read there, boy, but great pursuit. And Solomon makes a few guys miss. He's going to come up a little short, I think. But, boy, Donovan O'Leary did a nice job of that little option play there.
I thought Solomon was going to lose a lot of yards.
Yeah.
And he muscled his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe fell forward for 1, maybe 2. Looks like ball on the 21, so 4th down here.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, and I love the call. Richard Roll making things interesting here, going to roll the dice. See what I did there?
I
on
heard it.
4th down.
Yeah, roll the
Sorry,
dice.
dad jokes. Yeah. But, I mean, you're 0-3 coming in. Let's get a spark. Let's get something happening.
Yeah, you don't have Michael Denning kicking for you anymore. He was a great place kicker for Lehman. I think he graduated in 2018, and he was a great specialist to have. And
change the play here. Now you're going to get a timeout called by Lehman Catholic. So with 5:57 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard, we are scoreless here in the first quarter. It's the Milton Union Bulldogs visiting the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Sydney High School. Beautiful complex here adjacent to the Shelby County Fairgrounds. And as we were talking, another beautiful night for football, Jeff.
Cannot complain.
Still get some gusty winds, but we've got a nice spot here at about the 35-yard line at the south side of the field. So 4th and 2 now. Lehman Catholic going to try to convert this. O'Leary's going to roll left, design roll. Now he's going to throw it wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Lehman Catholic. Wow, man, Michael McFarland just got behind the defense, and Milton Union lost him. Bit of a rainbow pass. Wonder if the wind kind of sailed under that, but what a nice play. O'Leary rolling to his left. You'll see it here in the winners meets replay. It's a designed rollout to his left, gives him a little more time to throw, try to escape that pursuit, and he throws a bomb to Michael McFarland, catches it with 4 feet down, and in high school that's called inbounds, and so the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers now a 6-0 lead, looking to extend it to 7 as Joshua George, the 5'8" senior, ready for the PAT attempt. And now you're going to get a little flag.
George on a season 1 of 2 on point after touchdown tries.
Let's see what the call is here. Dead ball. I think that was an unsportsmanlike. They gave the hands across the chest. I wonder. All right. We'll line it back up again. Joshua George, again, ready to. We've moved from a point after to maybe a short field goal, and George is equal to the task and then some. That thing would have been good from another good 10 yards out. And so, with 5:50 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers convert a short field into points, and they've got the first score of the game. They lead 7-0 over Milton Union. Here on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
And we are at Memorial Field here in Sydney, September 11th, 20th year anniversary of that awful, awful day. Happy to have you here with us. And the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers on their second possession, they were going for a first down. It was 4th and 2. They needed to gain about the 10. And instead, they managed to throw, I believe it was a 12-yard touchdown
pass. They needed
to
gain about the 20.
Oh, the 20.
Yeah.
They were that far. My apologies.
They were about on the 30 when the drive started. But nonetheless, 4th down and 2. Took a timeout, picked the play they felt comfortable with, and boy, executed. McFarland was wide open.
Milton Union's trying to get a little return going now. They get it out over the 30, and that is Cooper Brown. And so Milton Union will start their third drive at about the 31 or so.
And remember, Lehman, short field. They had the defense. They got a great first possession on the fumble. Started at their own, or the Milton Union 46, but lost some yards. Punted. That was key. It pinned Milton Union down on their own 2-yard line.
Right.
Defense held, got them off on third down. A short punt, started at 30, and then the execution, 21-yarder. O'Leary, his second of the season to McFarland, his second catch touchdown of the season. And George, his second PAT try in 3 attempts on the season to give him a 7-0 lead.
Lehman Catholic jumping offside here on this first down play, so that will give 5 free yards to the Milton Union Bulldog offense. So they will start this drive now at their 36, first down and 5.
That's a nice
little gift there to start the drive. You'll take it?
Coach Richard Roll talked about eliminating mistakes. That's a mistake.
Yep.
You know, you got some momentum here, and now you're going to give Milton Union, an offensively, let's say, powerful team capable of scoring some points, an advantage. So those are mistakes you don't. It's not a turnover, but yet it's a mistake.
Going deep down the close sideline. Nice pitch and catch, and it's dropped. Boy, I thought he had it there. The intended receiver, Blake Broombaugh, the favorite target, as you mentioned in the opening discussion there. Here's your Winners Quality Meets replay. Mortar in the shotgun right at his 30. It was going to Broombaugh all the way. Just unable. Looked like maybe the defensive back in there. I think that was Salmon. Poked that out there at the last second. So nice defensive play.
Broombaugh on the season, 13 receptions, 223 yards, a couple receiving touchdowns for the 6'1", 180-pound junior. Favorite target for Mortar.
Oh, and a beautiful play. Michael McFarland from his left defensive end position almost intercepted the pass from Mortar here. What a nice heads-up play. They coach those guys to get those hands up on the pass rush, and that's why he almost deflected the football back to himself. And I see that the starting tailback here, Blake Newmeyer, is not in this offensive series right now.
He hobbled off that last drive. You noticed that he had a definite gimp or limp in his
had a hitch in his step for sure.
Big third down here, Scott. Coach Roll did his defense to get him off on third down.
Little toss now to Broombaugh. He's going to scatter a little bit, and Coach Roll is going to get off the field again on third down.
That was Blake Broombaugh.
Or Blake,
you're
apologies.
Right. I'm sorry. No, I was thinking there's Blake Newmeyer, and I was thinking you said Broombaugh. My fault. It was Blake Broombaugh. You said it right, but good job defensively.
So, speaking of Blake Broombaugh, he's going to be back to punt now. So another 3 and out. Milton Union's offense just having a little trouble getting going here.
Got that 5-yard gift and did nothing with it. 2 incomplete passes and then a run that was stopped for no gain. That's going to
kind of a line driver, going to hop right at Hayden Seaver. He'll pick it up at his 14. Gets out over the 20 before he's brought down out of bounds. Special teams play there by Brett Unger, the senior wide receiver and defensive back. So Lehman Catholic now with their deepest, longest field here.
Worst field position.
Yeah, but still not bad. It's out at the 23, first and 10.
Yeah, their worst field position, third drive for the Cavaliers. First possession was really negative or no yards, no first downs. And, they didn't get a first down in their second drive either. They scored on 4th and 2. So Although they scored points, did not garner a first down. Nice run. Nice run.
Here goes O'Leary now into the second level. Just enough for a Cavalier first down. Again, another designed run. Coach Roll likes to run that RPO, and that's some good quarterbacking for a sophomore. Nice work.
11 yards on that carry. Again, no stranger to rushing the ball. O'Leary, 35 attempts coming in, 5.1 average. That will help the old average at 11-yard pickup, and does have 2 rushing touchdowns on the season.
3:52 now to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Lehman's going to send a cluster of receivers wide right. Empty backfield, 2 receivers left.
3 up top, 2 down below.
Again, another designed rollout, which is a smart thing to do against that quick pursuing defense. O'Leary decides to tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield that time by the Bulldogs. But, boy, you see the pursuit there. That's number 79, Jake Brown, the junior D lineman from his nose guard position. He has been in the frame most of the night when we've seen O'Leary having to either scramble or on those design rollouts.
Yeah, they pursued the ball pretty well, and a lot of speed on those positions. They can track down the quarterback.
Lehman Catholic now in the pistol. The give is to Salmon. He'll go right up the middle.
It's going to be close.
And maybe a yard shy. In there on the tackle is Ethan Lane, number 73. Did a nice job of shedding his block and
it should be a first down the way the ball
Salmon.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
They're a yard short.
Yep,
they're at the 38, the 43. And Lehman Catholic going quickly, breaking the huddle. They've got 2 receivers. That's Seth Kanapke and Hayden Seaver to the right, and Ethan Trevino here to the left. O'Leary with a single back in the pistol. Gives to Salmon, and boy, he runs right into a wall. This time the Milton Union defense.
64.
Yeah, right there. Nice stop.
Colton Holtgren.
Yep. Also in there on the stop. Backing him up from his defensive back position. Connor Yates, or outside linebacker, excuse me. And so Lehman Catholic will send Michael McFarland back to punt. He'll be standing at his own 26. Back to return. Tough to see the number. It's either 6 or 8. I want to say that's Blake Broombaugh, and it is.
Number 8, yep. He does about everything for them.
High kick, well out of bounds, so the official's going to have to track that down. That's always tough when they have to decide where did the ball cross the sideline.
This guy out here will watch. There's an angle. He's watching the referee, and he'll run until it crosses the line of scrimmage, and he'll mark it. So the back judge, in this case the referee, sees the flight of the ball and just basically stands there until his partner runs up the sideline, and where it crosses that imaginary plane is where they mark it, if you all follow that.
That was awesome. That was geometry right there, brought to you by Jeff Henchen.
It's all about angles, I guess. But a chance here for Milton Union. They've done nothing now, and this will be their 4th possession. So they're going to try to get on track here. Remember, their leading rusher, you mentioned, Newmeyer, has not played since that 2nd series, and I still do not see him in there.
He's still not in the lineup, yeah. So 2 backs, and now you're going to get Mortar under center. And just a quick run, that's number 32, taking it out the left side, and he is reined in pretty quickly by a couple of Cavalier defenders. Over there to make the tackle is number 50, Jonathan Edwards.
This is number 32,
or John
right?
Edwards, my apologies. And yes, jersey number 32, which I don't have on my roster.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yep, he's not on our roster, so we'll have to track his name down. But about a 2-yard gain for the young man. And again, Morton under center, 2 backs, 2 receivers on the right side. This time we're going to get a design pass. Edwards in there with pressure. Nice job. John Edwards is just such a force. You see him run through, and by through I mean over, Jake Brown, the offensive lineman for the Bulldogs. But what a great play by John Edwards to go break up that pass play. And now another long 3rd down here for the Bulldogs.
Edwards, mentioned earlier, active on defense, 33 tackles coming into the season. Also has 2 sacks that leads the Lehman defense. Doesn't get credit for one there, but basically was the reason why that pass was just kind of thrown out into space.
Well, and Mortar did a nice job of just getting rid of the football to save some yardage here.
Yeah, exactly.
So 3rd and 8 now. Tight end and 2 receivers right. They're going down the left sideline to Broombaugh all the way. Broombaugh high points it. Let's see if he stepped in bounds. And yes, the official coming down the sideline is going to say that's a catch. Nice position back there by Karsten Franklin for the Cavaliers on defense, but just a great play as we see here on the Winners Quality Meets replay. And you look at Mortar looking all the way to Broombaugh. Oh, what a nice catch. And there's your foot down in bounds and maybe even 2 feet down in bounds. That was an NFL catch.
Yeah, he almost pulled that one down in front of us, the possession before that time. Again,
same play other side,
pretty good coverage, number 23 for Lehman.
Yeah, he was right there.
Carson Franklin right there was just thrown where only Broombaugh could get it.
Franklin goes 5'11". Broombaugh, I don't have a height for him, but he went up and high-pointed it. And a nice run over the left side for the Bulldogs. That's number 20, Peyton Nichols, sophomore running back. And that'll be another Milton Union first down. So now the offense is starting to grind a little bit here as they are going to be first and goal, Jeff, at the Cavalier 8. So Coach Pierce got to be liking what he sees here from his offense as they start to find their rhythm and pick up a couple first downs.
Well, it helps when you catch the football on that 34-yard pass and catch from Mortar to Broombaugh got them this momentum. They're inside the red zone.
I want to see Blake Newmeyer over on the Bulldogs sideline still trying to work it out. Tight end takes the jet sweep around the left side. Big hit. John Edwards buries him at the 6. Looked like that tight end was going to gain the corner. And here's your Winners Meets replay. You see him take that short side jet sweep, and Edwards just says, yeah, I don't think so. That was Zachary Loven,
okay.
The sophomore running back. He was lined up in the tight end position, and John Edwards brought the lumber that time.
He hit him well, good wrap and drop, good tackling. He didn't hit him, he tackled.
No, he didn't try to blow him up. He tackled him. It was a great, just textbook play there.
2nd and 6.
Mortar now going to the end zone, tipped. Looked like it was intended for Matt Pickrell. Also over there was number 19, Cooper Brown, back on defense for the Cavaliers, number 8, Hayden Seaver. So that falls harmlessly to the turf. 3rd and goal from the 6.
7 seconds left in this first quarter, and so far Lehman trying to hold the shutout here. Going to have some work to do because you got to figure it's going to be 2-down territory from this final 6 yards, but a good start for the Cavaliers. Got that good offensive big play on 4th down to put some points on the board, and now defense trying to come up with a big play. Really have been good, except for that last play that Broombaugh hauled in, the 34-yard reception.
2-back set, little toss again. This is Broombaugh coming out of the slot, and Lehman Catholic's got him reined in.
Solomon had him.
And he manages to get down to about the 2. Boy, they had him, and a good, strong second effort by Broombaugh. Looked like saving a touchdown there was Ethan Stiver coming over from his D-line position, and that's going to bring an end to the first quarter of play with the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers 7, the Milton Union Bulldogs 0, here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Welcome back, NKTelco Sports. Happy to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in high definition on Channel 503. You can watch this one again tomorrow, September 12th at noon, and again Sunday, September 19th at noon. And you can also catch more high school sports on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Thank you for joining us. Scott Fry and Jeff Enchen, and Milton Union knocking
on heaven's door.
On heaven's door. They are 4th and goal at the 1. And it looks like they've got kind of a jumbo package here. Double tight end set, 2 backs behind Mortar. This is Brumbaugh in motion, and the give is to Newmeyer, and he walks in untouched. Well, he only had a couple yards to go and managed to do it without any contact. So Coach Brett Pierce and his Bulldogs are on the board. Nice sustained drive. The highlight of that drive was that 34-yard pitch and catch from Mortar to Brumbaugh. And back to try the point after your place kicker, junior Mason Grudich. And the Bulldogs late getting their last O-lineman in there as they line it up for the PAT. I believe your quarterback is your holder. Yes, indeed. Nate Mortar will put it down for Mason Grudich. And he is good. So with 11:57, the first play of the second quarter, 11:57 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Milton Union Bulldogs have tied up this very first conference meeting between these two teams in the new Three Rivers Conference.
Yeah, they did so on a nice drive. Again, aided by a great catch by number 8 on that drive, Brumbaugh, but it was Newmeyer with the 1-yard run to finish it. They take care of business on the opening play of the second quarter. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season, so he's, again, no stranger. He did get banged up in the first quarter, but apparently good enough now to come in when it's time to score. Took care of business, and Grudich, very good kicker on the season, now 11 of 13 on PAT, so everything worked there for the Bulldogs. They respond well and answer a scoring drive with one of their own.
Yeah, just a nice sustained drive. Finally got a little offensive momentum. And now they will be set to kick as Lehman Catholic will get their first touch of the second quarter.
Be interesting to see how Lehman Catholic does now to respond back. And again, they've not had a lot of distance to go. Their touchdown drive was a result of a kind of a poor punt from poor field position. So just 1 first down so far for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. That was on their last drive, but after that it stalled. So they're, even though they've got a touchdown, they need to get some rhythm now, get some continuity, because expect the ball here to be downfield, so they're going to have a distance to go unless they get a great run back.
And here comes your return of the 15-20. Tries to bounce it outside. Beautiful form tackle. That is Connor Gibson, the junior from the Bulldogs. And he wraps and drops Dylan Carnes, the running back for Lehman. And the Cavaliers will have the ball at about the 21, it looks like. We'll see where they put it down.
I got the 21, and again, now this is their 4th possession. Just
see
one
if they
first
can answer.
Down. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you've done. Here's the only thing that matters. Right now it's 7-7. A lot of football left to play, and you want to make sure that you hold your assignments here, and everyone's got to block and stay in your lanes, and just don't have a mistake here in this close to the end zone.
O'Leary throwing all the way, throws up a floater. Nice catch, and you're going to get an OPI on that one.
I think you're right.
Seth Kanapke did create some separation, but you see his arms extend, and now you see his reaction as he gets called on the offensive pass interference. Might not have been a bad thing that he did that, because that ball got hung up in the wind, and had he not done that, that could have ended up being a contested ball for an interception.
They called it on defense.
Oh, they called it on the defense. I'll be dogged. Well, consider me wrong. Here's the Winners Meets quality replay. So you see this ball float, and there it goes. The wind grabs it.
And maybe he pushed off because he was being held. I don't know. But
maybe they called holding in the pattern, and then the
you are from New York, right?
The pitch and catch. Yeah, the pitch and catch was good. All right, so call it first down on that play. That was 26 yards, I believe. And this is Salmon trying to be patient and wait for a hole to open up. One does not, and Carter Berner in there from his linebacking position on the stop for the Bulldogs. Loss of 2, loss of 3. So I didn't see the holding. I saw the second action there, but now I see why they called that.
Yeah, and I guess it wasn't defensive pass interference. I missed the signal. It was holding, which that could happen right up here near the line, just past that area. And then what we saw downfield was, maybe it could have been both. I mean, it could have
been. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, nonetheless, for the Cavaliers, take advantage of it, and you move on.
O'Leary's hit as he throws, and this one's going to be intercepted. This is Blake Brumbaugh going the other way, and I think we may have a John Edwards Boy, he saved a touchdown because I thought we were going to see a pick six there. John Edwards. I'm going to try to stop calling him Jonathan. I had the same problem last time I saw Lehman. So Edwards saves the day for Lehman Catholic. As you see, O'Leary hit as he's thrown. The ball floats. Brumbaugh plays a little center field. And now you see him come down the left side, and he can pick him up and put him down. Edwards getting off that block. Saves the touchdown. So the Cavaliers now have to defend a short field as it's Milton Union 1st and 10 at the 14. Two backs. Newmeyer is not in the offense. And now they're going to line Blake Brumbaugh up as a back and pull Nichols at the right tight end, and they will give to Brumbaugh, and you've got a flag, and Edwards drags Brumbaugh down after a 3-yard gain, but let's see, that flag is in the neighborhood of holding. Let's see if that's the case. Wait for our officials to sort that out. And boy, if it is holding, it's tough because that's a 10-yard spot foul.
Yeah, we'll wait and see once here. And again, the penalty was like right at the line of scrimmage. Tripping?
Tripping on the offense.
Okay, so penalty will move it back. So
replay first down.
Yep.
So they will march that back.
For Blake Brumbaugh, Scott, for him, it's the second interception of the season. He also had a fumble recovery that he returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got a fumble recovery and a pick six on the year, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know. I have down the interception. He does have another return. It might have been on a kickoff. Maybe is where he got it from, or a punt return.
Yes, you're right. It's a kickoff return and a fumble return, and then the two receiving touchdowns and two rushing. So
he does everything for them.
He makes it happen.
And now he came up with a big interception, although now his squad gets penalized.
So 1st and 15. It's a 5-yard call on the trip.
That was on the ball's on the 21. So
again, we'll have to get a name for number 32. This is Nichols with the carry. He goes across the formation over the 20 down to the 15. So close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and probably 11. In there on the stop for Lehman Catholic is number 73. That is Ethan Stiver, 6 foot, 165. He's a defensive back on defense and an offensive lineman on offense.
Ball right on the 15-yard line. Lehman's defense, though, short field to defend. You got to come up with some plays now. Keep everything in front of you and try to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone here to let them score back-to-back series.
Mortar's going to go ahead and read it and keep it now. A little throw out to Brumbaugh. He's got a blocking wide receiver out there. He cuts inside the block, and he's very close. That could be a touchdown. They're going to call him down at about the 1-inch line. John Edwards able to shed the block. Let's check it out here. Winners Quality Meets Replay. So you see the design rollout and then a little toss out in the flat. See him cut inside, a nice block. And then Edwards, boy, that's close. And Seth Knapke there for the tackle, and it's going to be 1st and goal Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is
2 backs, jumbo package. I was just going to say I'd expect Mortar to keep, and he does, and he scores. Nice opening in the left side A gap, and Milton Union on top.
Well, they took advantage of the short field, and Mortar, the quarterback, came in with 13 rushing attempts. Now that makes him number 14. That's his first rushing touchdown of the season. But a good answer for the Bulldogs. Now they've scored quickly here in this ball game.
So once again, Mason Grudich in to attempt the point after. He was good on his first attempt. And if you recall, they had a delay of game penalty on that and had to back up 5, and he was still easily good, and he's easily good there. So with 9:38 to go here in the first half on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Milton Union Bulldogs now up by a touchdown, 14-7 over the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers here on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Sydney Memorial Field. So Coach Pierce and his Bulldogs take advantage of a nice interception and a deep return on that interception. And they take the short field and convert that into a touchdown as Mortar plunges from a yard out.
Yeah, it was a tough situation for the Lehman defense.
And here's your kick, and this one's going to go right at about the 3. It's muffed. Carnes picks it up, and now he's going to try to make things happen. He's getting out over the 50 and the 20s down the right side. He can run out over the 35, 40. Hang on to the football. We got a flag and a nice tackle there by Matt Pickerel, but let's see what the laundry's all about. And I see a couple of dejected-looking Cavaliers. I wonder if they're going to get some sort of a blocking or illegal use of the hand situation here. But nice return there. And I was going to say, Jeff, sometimes when that ball gets bobbled on the kick, it throws the timing off, and it gets you an opportunity to get upfield. So the referee's pointing in Lehman's direction. Illegal use of the hands against the Cavaliers. So they'll be 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and Lehman Catholic with good field position. You see winners quality meets. Carnes going to go up the right side here.
Somewhere right there.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, a little push right in the back. Yep. And that got him an additional 5 or 6 yards. So it's actually kind of a quick, fair call right there. Because he gained about 5 yards on that push in the back, and they subtracted 5 yards because of that illegal block. So Lehman Catholic now 1st and 10 at their own 38. Good field position here. Solomon off the left hip of O'Leary. O'Leary designed option. He's going to cut it up. Makes a man miss. Now he's going to kick it out to Solomon. Beautiful read by O'Leary. Gain of about 7 on the play. Boy, that was a late pitch.
Does Leary get 2 yards and Solomon get 5 then?
Yeah, I'm sure. That sounds good. Nice play.
I'm kind of curious when you get into details here. Nonetheless, for Cavaliers, they move it from the 37 out across the 45 to the 46. That's a 9-yard pickup, so nice job on first down, and that's really all that matters is a good first down execution, so you avoid that out of system second down or such. Now you got basically 2 downs to get 6 feet.
Single back, tight end, and 2 receivers right, 1 left. Gives to Solomon. He's going to try the A gap off the right hip of the center.
He's going to be
maybe got a yard, maybe not. Nice job there by the Bulldog defense collapsing. Number 64, Colton Hultgren, leading the way on defense for Coach Pierce.
Called his number a few times.
Yep.
He came into the game the second leading tackler for the Bulldogs with 12 on the season. He also had a sack, a fumble recovery for the 6'2", 203-pound junior, number 64, Colton Hultgren.
So the Cavaliers will break the huddle. They'll send 2 receivers to the left. That's Sam Gilardi out there wide left. Slot man comes across formation. That's Seaver. O'Leary hit again as he throws, and again another center field interception. This is Broombaugh again. Boy, oh boy, the D-line is creating turnovers for the defensive backfield. You have to credit the defensive line on that. You saw O'Leary here in the Winners Quality Meets replay. You'll see his arm get hit.
Yeah, I almost thought it was almost like the way they came in there, almost like a screen.
Bang, right there, and that's Hultgren. And then Broombaugh right there to play center field again. Boy, he's got a nose for the football, and he gets it over the midfield stripe. John Edwards tackles him at the 46. So another short field for the Milton Union Bulldogs on offense.
And for Broombaugh, again, he has been everywhere. He is their big play man. He does a lot. It's his 2nd interception of the game, his 3rd of the season. They want a bunch here.
Morton back to pass, right down the seam, hits the tight end in the hands, unable to hang on to it. That is Connor Yates, and if he catches that, that's a to-the-house type of play. He was left unaccounted for by the Lehman defense. I think that was O'Leary's guy. O'Leary's going to come off now, and Karsten Franklin will bring in the defensive signals.
Yeah, that was a break for the Cavaliers.
Mortar had what he wanted there.
Yeah, that's maybe he was too wide open for the junior tight end.
Almost like he was surprised.
And they went for the home run right away, and they've scored quickly here. Their last
Nichols.
2 touches.
He cuts it up inside, and he drags a would-be tackler. That is A.J. Newsom on the tackle for the Cavaliers. But, boy, big gain there for Nichols.
6 yards.
6 yards on the carry right to the 40. Again, we're not seeing any sign of Blake Newmeyer
Well, he
in the
scored
backfield. He had that touchdown
last possession, or two
possessions ago.
That was a
Yeah, the
one-yard
first score.
run.
But he's over on the sideline.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, standing
Again, if you're Coach Pierce and 32, Jordan Foose, the running back, we got a name for him. And then number 20, Peyton Nichols doing the job. Why risk further injury? And now Mortar's going to throw a little out route. Nice job, Salmon, on the tackle to keep it from going any further, but Cooper Brown runs a nice little receiver out just past the sticks. Always have to know where those sticks are, and he did a nice job on that play.
The first down, moves the chains, and
move the chains, stop the clock, and we are inside the 35-yard line now as Milton Union just keeps grinding it out. Offense took a few series to get clicking, Jeff, but now they seem to be finding their groove, as they say.
Yeah, they've been making some big plays and taking advantage of great field position. And
Broombaugh is going to go up and post up, and he does a heck of a job with a circus catch. Well, I'll tell you, once again in position, Karsten Franklin was there. He didn't turn around for the ball. Let's check it out on the Winners Quality Meats replay. You'll see at the bottom of your screen. This is Broombaugh, and you see them kind of hand fighting. Love that the officials let that go, and then Broombaugh just focuses, hauls it in. Nice play by the junior wideout, and that's a big first down inside the 10. So first and goal at the 9 for the Bulldogs, threatening once again. And now you're going to get Lehman jumping off sides, and that'll be a half the distance penalty as Mortar will come over to see Coach Pierce and maybe get a play call. It's interesting. Milton Union runs a lot of different formations. They'll run single back, double back, jumbo. They'll run 3-4 receivers, a tight end.
That makes it tough to defend.
Sure does.
A lot of options. You got to try to understand what formation they're in, who's got the coverage, and then you still have all the things you just have to think through. It makes
now
it
they're
difficult.
single back, 2 tight end formation. Brumbaugh goes across formation, grabs the football. He's going to get the corner, and he waltzes into the end zone untouched. Just speed right there. He just kind of gave that defensive back. I think that was Salmon trying to make the tackle. Just gave him a little shoulder bob that's, kind of froze Salmon, and then he hit the Jets and into the end zone. So 20-7 now on the 2-yard run, I believe. 4-yard run, excuse me, yes, for Brumbaugh.
Yeah, quickly this game's getting heavily in favor of the Bulldogs, and Broomball, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
And Grudich's kick is good. And so with 6:21 to go here in the second quarter on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Milton Union Bulldogs have a lead by 21-7 over the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers here on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Sydney High School. Beautiful night for high school football on a Saturday. And Milton Union puts together a nice drive, a little shorter field again off of the 2nd interception of the night for Brumbaugh, and then he finishes and gets the reward, a 4-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Broomball has done a lot. He started that drive because he got a 2nd interception of the game, and then he got to finish this one, earning his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season on a 4-yard plunge, and they've taken advantage of some miscues by Lehman and own right now a 14-point lead.
Karn at the goal line. Over the 10, 15, trying to find a seam. Nice job coming in from the side. One of the gunners with the special teams tackle. And that is Cooper Brown, number 19. And so Lehman Catholic now to start this drive, I believe at their 19.
Last 2 drives have been interceptions, as I mentioned, both by Broomball, number 8 of Milton Union. So we saw last time Milton Union's D-line really got in quickly, and I don't know, Scott, if that was like going to be like an inside screen, because it looked like everyone got in there in a hurry.
Sure did.
But the pass was still intercepted, so tough break for the Cavaliers offense.
O'Leary with the give to Salmon. Salmon picks and chooses his way, finds some positive yardage there before being driven back. And he's going to gain, about a yard there. But, and it goes in the books as 2 interceptions by Donovan O'Leary, the sophomore quarterback, but both times his arm was hit. Yeah. And when that happens, the ball flutters, and, they're also going basically into the wind, headed south at this point, wind out of the southwest, pretty brisk at times, some pretty good gusts. And both of those footballs you could see in the replays just really got up in the air, yeah.
And unfortunately for Lehman Catholic, the defenders had the advantage, and again, Broomball is very athletic. He even kind of went through a defender or the receiver to make the play on the ball, which you're allowed to, I assume, because it was tipped. Or there's a
little jump pass there, and they tried to set up that inside screen. I think they were going to Michael McFarland, and I think the ball maybe hit a lineman and falls harmlessly to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And
well, if it hit the lineman on the first touch, that's a penalty.
Well, it may have hit one of the D linemen, but it hit. Okay, it definitely made contact with somebody there.
Yeah, I missed who actually knocked it down, but trying to let that rush come through and then
set that screen,
get 3 or 4 of the guys out of the way, and then you play against the rest of the 7 and spread them out and take advantage of it.
Curious to see if O'Leary runs here with an empty backfield, and he's going to scramble left, and it is design run all the way, and man alive, Milton Union just reads it beautifully. Once again, that is Jake Brown, number 79, the junior D lineman, just stands up his blocker and waits for the quarterback to arrive. And it's 4th down and Piqua, essentially, from here. So Lehman Catholic's going to send Michael McFarland back with his heels on the goal line.
Well, they don't turn the ball over. They also don't take a lot of time off the clock. No first downs. And
yeah, this gives Milton Union another crack at a scoring drive here. To take a big lead in the locker room.
They're kicking into that win you spoke about, Scott. So it's going to be, I assume, the receiver back here for Milton Union's on his own 40.
That's Broombaugh.
I'm guessing it's not going that far.
Line drive kick keeps it down out of the wind, gets a good bounce. So Lehman will get this thing at least over the midfield stripe to the 48. But
got a good roll.
In terms of field position, that's a pretty short field. And Milton Union really clicking on both sides of the football now. A little bit of a slow start, but 21-7 here as we head inch our way closer to halftime.
Yeah, they did get off to a rough start, Scott. It was 1, 2, 3, the 4th possession where they got really their first score, the first play of the second quarter. So they went 12 minutes not really doing anything and started late in that first quarter getting a couple first downs. Remember, it was a big 34-yard pass play to Broomball on the far side of the field that helped them get things moving, and that led to the touchdown, and then 2 consecutive drives with touchdowns as well.
Nate Morner now with Foose. The give is to Foose. He kind of hunts and pecks his way through there, and then John Edwards ends that. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play. There's not been a lot of running room up the middle for either team. Both teams have had most of their success when they've gotten out on the edge around the corner. There's been good blocking out there on both sides of the ball. But, gosh, with 3 very capable running backs, one happens to be sidelined. The Bulldogs, I would assume, are just going to continue to ground and pound and then throw them downfield to Broombaugh or Brown. And here we go now, passing down. They're going to try Broombaugh down the right sideline. He's got a step. He hits him in stride. And this is a goner, 49 yards. Big pitch and catch, Mortar to Broombaugh. And just like that, 2-play drive. And here's your winner's quality meets replay. And you saw Mortar looking all the way. Broombaugh, just a little contact. Salmon gets behind him, and it's over.
Yeah, there's right there separation. I mean, Salmon's chasing. You saw that extra gear. Broombaugh just separated himself once he saw where the ball was at. Probably a pretty good reason
why. Mortar hit him right in stride. Beautiful pitch and catch.
Pretty good reason why he's his favorite receiver, too.
I can see why, because he creates space, and then extends it with his speed. And here's Grudich with another. He is 4 for 4 now. So with 3:42 to go before the half break, Milton Union 28, Lehman Catholic 7 here on NKTelco Sports.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to Memorial Field here, aptly named on, again, tonight, the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Scott Fry with Jeff Henchen. So pleased to bring you high school sports. It's just a treat to be able to come to watch these kids pour it out on a Saturday night. Milton Union now with a 3-score lead. Lehman opened up with a touchdown on their second possession off of a very short punt. And since then, it's been 28 unanswered by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, their offense has really got in rhythm here, and Broomball has been a big part of that, but they've just done a lot of things well and slowly kind of separating themselves now from the Cavaliers. But Broomball is definitely a stud on offense, and we've seen him on defense as well, and it's off of the Cavaliers. Luckily,
nice job there, John Edwards pouncing on that. Whew, that could have been disaster. Yeah. Holy cow.
The old oblong ball does not bounce, and that luckily Edwards able to recover it, or else it's instant opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. So Lehman Catholic now going to set up shop right around the 20, maybe the 21. I think Edwards got it right at the 20. And so, gosh, if your coach role, just get these guys to take a deep breath, play within yourselves, do what you know what you can do right, and continue digging. Gosh, there's still 3.5 minutes left in the first half, so this thing is not over by any stretch.
And they can try to do that, but sometimes when the opponent is a little bit maybe bigger, faster, stronger, those things.
Solomon tripped up in the backfield there.
That hard to do. I mean, you can try to, you got to stay positive, and the results still may not be what you want, but you got to keep competing.
Well, and it's learning, and it's reps, and it's good. Good to be out here playing football. And that's number 64, Colton Holgren, the junior D lineman, with the tackle, kind of a shoestring tackle on Solomon. Loss of 4, yeah. So 2nd and 14 now. They'll bring Seaver in motion and fake the jet sweep, and now O'Leary's going to take it right up the middle.
Basically,
nice tackle there by Jake Brown.
To the original line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, positive yards.
So 3rd and a long 11 now. And that's what it's been since that scoring drive the Cavaliers had in the first quarter. It's been 3rd and long. They've, right now they're behind the chains.
Yes, and it really haven't been many. Even a scoring drive, you called it. It was really 4th and 2. They hooked up on a 21-yarder, so they haven't had many drives. It's been basically 3 and out, except for the scoring drive where they had 4 and out, where they scored. But other than that, it's been 3 and out for the most part.
According to my unofficial coming, and they sure are. And O'Leary's going to be on a design run, try and make some guys miss, and he does. But he is brought down at the 25.
Will Milton Union take a timeout here at 2:10? I heard it. Yep, Milton Union does take their first timeout.
All right, so a precision strip timeout taken by the Milton Union Bulldogs. Might as well keep it right here, Jeff. Talk about things again. Week 4, Milton Union comes in with a record of 2-1. Their only loss was to Oakwood.
Which
I'm guessing that's probably a Division II school. They're down in Dayton, south of the city of Dayton. But they had a big win in the first week of the season. They blew out National Trail 51-0, and then they beat Valley View in a tight one, 26-22, and then that loss 28-20 against Oakwood.
Yeah, and Oakwood is a Division IV, Region 16, same as Milton Union. You think about week 11
Division
where they
4,
expanded the Division IV. Week 11, they've opened up the opportunities for basically almost half the teams in each region to make the playoffs.
Right.
So
I think I saw a percentage, 57% of the high school football teams in the state of Ohio are now playoff eligible.
Yeah, in some regions it's a bit different because not every, it might be, is it 30 or maybe one might have 31 or, whatever those percentages are based on alignments or enrollments. But yeah, they opened it up. Last year was definitely, I thought it was going to be weird, but it kind of worked out. You played 7 regular season games and you got to go play week 8 in playoffs. And if you lost, you rescheduled games and got a full 10 games.
Yeah, that was nice. You could still play. Yeah, that was very nice.
In a regular season, if you're 2-4, 0-6, you're still going to play week 7, 8, 9, and 10 anyways. You put the uniform on and you play.
Big punt. The wind grabs it and grinds that to a halt. And Karam's out of bounds, but you see the effect of the breeze there. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take over on another short field. Excellent field position for Milton Union here with 2:03 to go here before halftime on the First National Bank scoreboard. So plenty of time to put another one in the end zone.
This is the exact same field spot they started their last drive. Take it back, was on the 46, and a couple plays later is when they hit the – no, it was on the 48. So this is the exact same yardage.
Yeah, they ran one play
yards,
and then scored. They picked up 3 yards and then scored from the
49, I think.
Lehman 49,
yeah. So
2 backs in the backfield. Again, the starting running back, if you're just joining us, Blake Newmeyer went out with a lower leg. I don't know if it's an ankle. I hate to guess. And just a quick out, and that's going to bounce up off the turf. Mortar didn't get a good pass that time. Intended receiver Cooper Brown, but they were looking for a little quick hitter like a bubble screen to the wide receiver.
He was open. He would have definitely gained positive yards. The ball kind of underthrown or short hopped and stopped his clock at a minute 58.
He had Broombaugh in front of him blocking.
And with everything else Broombaugh's done, that probably would have been a good block downfield.
Nobody is covering Broombaugh. Now Lehman gets a guy over there to shade over there. Broombaugh is going to step back for it. Nice block by the running back, Foose. Broombaugh springs free over the 40, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 37. Nicely designed play, and that really was made successful by Jordan Foose, the sophomore 5'11", 175 running back who's in relief of the injured Blake Newmeyer. Little kick-out block there on the defensive back that was covering Broombaugh, and Broombaugh rumbles for a first down.
And they're doing the right thing. Lehman does not have an answer for Broombaugh right now, and we've seen Broombaugh go down the field. We've seen him get it right there at the line of scrimmage and basically just give him in space and say, take over. He's right now a little bit stronger and athletic than the Cavaliers defenders right now.
This time Broombaugh just a jet down the sideline to drive off the DB, and when he turned around, the ball was coming at him, but his feet came out from under him. So 2nd down and 10 now on the incomplete pass. Nice crowd here at this beautiful facility, Memorial Field in Sydney. This is my first time here, and man, what a nice
it is
facility,
a nice
field
venue.
turf.
I told you walking in, I mean, there's small colleges and universities that don't have facilities as nice as these are. We got the soccer pitch behind us as well. That's a beautiful facility. And
boy, linebacker blitz hammers Mortar, but he manages to get it out to Nichols on the left side, and he's going to gain close to the 20-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and that is right where they will spot the ball, and that is another first down for the Milton Union Bulldogs.
Yeah, they are definitely in rhythm here, and that time, getting a nice pass out to Peyton Nichols, and he did the rest, getting it down to 20 to 15-yard pickup.
Now they'll bring in their big tight end, Connor Yates. Kind of anxious to see what he can do with the football. He's such a big kid.
Well, he dropped the one they threw to him. It would have been a touchdown. It'd be nice to let him try again here. He had that wide open pass, maybe just too open like you said.
They'll line up the running back Nichols in the right slot. Broombaugh is out beyond him. Brown in the left slot, and it's an in to Broombaugh, and that ball never really got anywhere near where it needed to go as Mortar skips one.
Yeah, and the wind is behind him. Both those throws here in this drive, they've kind of like too much topspin. I know it's not the right word.
They've nosed.
They've just been underthrown, almost like he's thrown into the wind. But he's been pretty accurate. I'll get his official numbers at halftime. I should say he's had some incompletions. He started off the game at least 0 for 3. He's had some passes incomplete here, but he's hit some big ones though here to help his team get a couple touchdowns through the air.
Foose behind Mortar. Now Broombaugh is going to come fake jet sweep. Mortar's got a man to block. He's got a wide open man, and that's the tight end. There he is.
Not going to drop it this time.
Connor Yates right in the numbers, and he just leaked out there, and the Cavaliers just did not account for him, and that's a pitch and catch of
20
yards. Here's your Winners Quality Meats replay. See Broombaugh, everybody keys on him, and look at that tight end. Gosh, wide open, nobody's over there. Again, when you've got a guy having a night like Blake Broombaugh's having, the defense keys when he goes in motion thinking jet sweep, and it left Connor Yates all by himself. So Grudich here for his 5th attempt, and it's muffed. And that's going to go down in the books as a fumbled point after.
I don't think it'll be a negative mark against Grudich.
No.
Correct? Just a failed try.
Yep.
So the try failed. But another dominant performance there by the Bulldogs as they have really shown their muscle here. Their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possessions, 5 touches.
So 1:17 to go before half on the First National Bank scoreboard, and the Milton Union Bulldogs up by a score of 34-7 over Lehman Catholic. So again, a little bit of time on the clock. They're going to get the ball to start the half, Lehman is. So I don't know if you just grind it out, see what you can pick up here, or if they want to take a chance and try and get downfield. Again, throwing into the wind has not been kind to them. So I'm gonna guess that Coach Roll is going to be a little conservative at this point, try not to have any issues, and take it into the locker room and talk things over.
Well, that's what you think the plan would be and probably should be. Again, get the ball back to start the half, but Milton Union still a couple of timeouts left. The board shows 3, but I know they took at least 1. Their defense has been pretty good. Like I said, Lehman, I have them down for 1 touchdown or one first down. So they've not been able to even move the chains here. And so you say grind it out. Well, if Milton Union's defense can stuff them 3 times, they're going to force another punt. Just maybe depends here what happens on that first touch of the possession. Now we got a good start
nice
here. That's a nice kick.
Booming kickoff.
Wind behind him. Wind behind him helping. Yeah, still a good leg there by number 1, Mason Grudich, who again came in with only 2 missed extra points. He's perfect tonight, 14 of 16. The last try there for the Bulldogs was a failed conversion. I don't think that'll mark against Grudich. So he's been a very valuable special teams player. Every point counts, and when you have a reliable kicker, and I talk about Michael Denning from Lehman Catholic, he was huge for them, graduated in 2018 and helped them to a couple state playoff appearances in 18 and 17, and I believe he is a career scoring leader, 159 PATs. And
O'Leary on a design run.
We saw him
gain about 2. Brown in there on the tackle. Also in there on the tackle is Foose. No gain. So it looks like Milton Union's going to be content to let this clock run.
Yeah, like I said, with 2 timeouts left, maybe they wouldn't be able to. I think they'd have a little bit of time left, but I think they're content, with the cushion they have right now.
They've had a good first half, and they'll take it into the locker room and talk things over. O'Leary's going to try a design run around the right.
Nothing.
And nothing there. Stuffed there by Ethan Lane. So as this game wears on, it's just Milton Union's just seems more and more comfortable with what Lehman Catholic is trying to accomplish on offense.
Well, again, they're very.
This could be the last play of the half here. The play clock
right.
has more time on it than the scoreboard.
Lehman will get the football back to start the 3rd quarter. That's a positive. See what you can do. Just get out of here and regroup at half.
Seavers in motion now. Design run left. Now you're going to get a fumble. Yates hits the quarterback, and Karn falls on it and covers it at about the 2. So, boy, oh boy, things go from bad to worse, and there are no numbers on the First National Bank scoreboard where the time reads. We do have a flag on the field, so let's sort some things out here.
Kind of surprised they even rolled out to try to pass, because if it would have stopped the clock, it would have possibly forced a timeout or maybe a punt. Well, it was a 2nd down, so it looks like it's on Lehman.
Get a hold on the offense. That penalty be declined, of course. They did better with the
fumble.
With the fumble, and that'll end the half. So at the end of the first half, on the First National Bank scoreboard, the Milton Union Bulldogs lead the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers by a score of 34-7 here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to Memorial Field here at Sydney High School. Halftime score, the Milton Union Bulldogs lead the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers 34-7 in this Three Rivers Conference opener. Jeff, you want to give us a...
I'll give you a quick rundown.
Of the stats here, yeah.
Dominates the stats here. They lead the scoreboard. They also have 266 total yards to just 80 for Lehman Catholic. 97 of those yards came through on the ground, and Lehman Catholic earned 32 rushing. Passing was big time for Milton Union, 179 compared to 48. 6 first downs. It doesn't seem like a lot for Milton Union with their score, but a couple of those drives they scored in a fury. They didn't even get one. Just 1 first down for Lehman Catholic and 2 big turnovers that helped Milton Union. 2 interceptions by Broomball that helped Milton Union get great field position and help them now to this large lead against Lehman. Nice run by Salmon.
Salmon's going to break it out to the left over 40. He's going to cross midfield. He's got blockers. And boy, great start. Couldn't have drawn that up any better, Jeff. If you're Coach Roll and the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, they're going to start their first second half possession with a very short field. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Milton Union 36.
Well, like you said, you're down and you still continue to compete. You can't bury your head, and what a fine job Salmon did to get his team in a great field position at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, got through the pack and then broke it to the outside and down the left sideline.
Quick individual stats for Lehman Catholic since they have the ball first. O'Leary, 8 carries, 32 yards. Salmon, 11 carries, negative or net 0, so just 32 yards rushing there. O'Leary was 2 of 5 through the air, 2 interceptions, and did have 1 throwing touchdown for the game's first score of the game.
O'Leary, a little keeper. They had the jet sweep working with Seaver, but O'Leary kept it, and now he's down. Looks like grabbing his ankle there. Not what you want to see, so we'll get a quick injury timeout. And we'll go ahead and take the timeout with, well, O'Leary's coming off the field now under his own power, so we will hang out right here. Good to see that. Just a little, maybe somebody rolled his ankle there in traffic. That never feels good, but.
Well, the backup quarterback's going to have to come in now. And
that's Jack Earhart, 6 foot, 135-pound freshman. Going to come in now for Coach Roll and lead this Cavalier offense. 2nd down and 8, 2 yards on that read option. Little run there by O'Leary, so hopefully that's just a little tweak on his ankle and they'll get him straightened out.
Well, it'll be a tough task here for Earhart, as you know the defensive line for Milton Union gave O'Leary all he wanted for the first half, so a tough situation now here for the freshman.
Milton Union bringing a little linebacker blitz, and he overruns the play. Salmon's going to gain about 2. Number 22 on the tackle there for Milton Union. That's Karis Twaits, the senior outside linebacker. So 3rd down and 6 now for the Cavaliers. Again, Milton Union not respecting the Lehman Catholic run game. They send a linebacker blitz, and they already had 5 down linemen, so they had some pretty good pressure, and it paid off, limiting that run to just 2 yards.
Big play here on 3rd and 6. You hate to waste Solomon's big run back, but Nathan got him in good field position, but big down here to come up, try to keep the chains moving. And
little jet sweep to Sievers, and they're going to get nice pursuit down the line of scrimmage. Stepping up from his defensive back positions, number 19, Cooper Brown. And that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. So well read that time by the Bulldog defense. And I'm guessing this will be 4-down territory, even though it's 4th and 9. You're down here.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same as a halfway decent punt if you got stopped in your own end, so you might as well.
Well, they take it back.
They're going to try and kick a field goal here.
No, it won't be a field goal. It will be punt formation, so they will try to pin.
Nope.
They do
like 32 is going to go down and hold for 6, but it's a punt.
Yeah, that would been a lengthy one for high school, but nonetheless, they're maybe going to try to pin.
Well, the wind in this case will help you a little bit because the punter's got the wind in his face, so if he can get one up.
Fake.
Little fake.
Oh, his arm got tipped.
That's the 3rd time we've seen a tipped arm result in a negative outcome for the Cavaliers. So the defense not fooled by the fake. I think in there for the Bulldogs was number 51, Zeb Hines. He's been doing the blitzing from his inside linebacker position, but either way, the Cavaliers will turn it over on downs.
And it looked like A.J. Newsom, number 13, might have been the intended receiver.
Yes.
And, didn't get a chance. I don't know if he would have had enough space to go, but good defensive play again by the Milton Union defensive line.
Now the give is to Nichols. He's going to try the right side. Huge hole. I could have got through that one. He's trying to slip a tackler. Sievers hangs on, but not before Nichols gains 7. Huge hole on the right side there. Nice job up front. Tight end with a little kick out block. The O-line seals inward. And you got a nice run there by Nichols. Lining up wide left now, number 10, Ray Copeland, the senior wide receiver for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good start on 1st down now. Their offense has been very good. I think they said they scored their last 5 times they've had the ball. So
give us to Broombaugh, and he's going to take it over the right side. He cuts inside, makes 2 guys miss.
1st down.
And then stumbles out of bounds, but not before gaining that 1st down, as you said, Jeff.
Very close to it anyways. I'll run down the individual stats for get him pulled up here. The individual stats for Milton Union, if I can do that quickly.
1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs at their own 46. A couple new players coming in with plays. Number 5, Matt Pickrell, the 2nd leading receiver on this squad. And the tight end, Connor Yates, had that wide open touchdown catch to get us to 34 to wrap up the scoring in the 1st half. And a quick hitter to Foose, and he's up the middle, free, and he's into the 2nd level. The defensive back there, Seth Knapke, nice tackle, but about a 13-yard gain there for Foose, as the O-line for the Bulldogs just road graders out there opening holes.
1st half stats for the Milton Union Bulldogs. Mortar was 7 of 14. He got a slow start, 1 of 5, but finished strong, 7 of 14, 179 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Broombaugh 4 catches, 132 yards receiving for Broombaugh, 2 scores, and Yates a big catch on touchdown for 21.
And there's Yates over the seam, and he's going to go to the house. 42 yards on the pitch and catch. Once again, a missed assignment on the defense, and Yates is allowed to run free. Here's your Winners Quality Meats replay, and you see Morton under center. Backs up, plenty of time, and you can see he's got a 7-8 yard gap between the defensive back and the tight end there, and an easy pitch and catch for Yates. 2nd score of the night as Grudich lines up to kick the extra point. And that extra point is good. And so on the First National Bank scoreboard here in Sydney, the Milton Union Bulldogs 41, Lehman Catholic Cavaliers 7 here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Welcome back to Memorial Field, Sydney High School. Happy to bring you high school sports here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for hanging out with us. Angled kick now to try and keep it away from Salmon. They'll risk the out of bounds, and they're going to take it and smother. Well-designed special teams play there for the Bulldogs as they smother number 10, Jacob Haurat. And
he had to
basically no return, yeah.
I mean, it might have gone out of bounds, but if you wait too long, next thing you know, it's bouncing back in bounds. And then, so a nice, option. Like I said, Solomon's had some good run backs here recently for Lehman Catholic. And I believe we are in a 30-point, as you see there, the 30-point deficit. So there should be a running clock
yes,
here.
We are running clock here, under 8 minutes on the First National Bank scoreboard as Lehman sets up shop here inside the 15 at the 14, 1st and 10. They're going to go single back in the pistol, 3 receivers and a tight end in the formation. Great pursuit by the D-line. Nice get that ball out of there, and O'Leary is back in the game, but he is limping. As you see Michael McFarland pull that one down for the first completion in quite some time for the Cavaliers, and a gain of about almost 3 yards, second down and a long 7.
Yeah, short game, but it was a nice pass and catch. Built some rhythm, some continuity, but good defense by the Bulldogs. Again, they've not let any play bust open, if you will. Other than that 4th and 2 that Lehman executed way back in the first quarter, it's been the Bulldogs have really made it difficult for the Lehman offense.
Well, and to that end, then, it's been a 41-0 run here. A little quick hitter out to Seaver. He's going to go over the 20 before he's brought down by Cooper Brown. But again, more positive yardage there for the Cavaliers offense. And they're going to mark the ball at the 21, 22, 3rd down and about 2. So Leary checks the sideline to get the play in for his Cavaliers. And Sam Gilardi is out wide right. Seaver in the right side slot where he's been all night. Salmon is right beside your signal caller. Look for an inside handoff to Salmon.
You called
That's
it.
exactly right. And he gains first down yardage before being pulled down by Broombaugh and number 22, Karis Twaits.
Oh, nice job, making plays and playing the game to get out to a 27. It's a first down. First
nice,
one to head
nice
back
hole
in the
there by the Lehman Catholic O line.
Yeah, good job. And again, it's a tough task at hand to grind it out, but they've got to put body on body and make space. And that time Solomon didn't need a lot of room. He's not a big fella, so he's able to take advantage of the space he had and hold on to the football and get a new set of downs.
Seth Knapke wide right. The other 2 receivers on the left side again to Salmon. He's going to run the same play. This time Connor Yates from the left defensive end position steps up and closes that hole that was there last time. And that might be a yard gain. Again, 5:34 if you're just joining us. Scoreboard shows the story. Milton Union all over Lehman Catholic 41-7, so much so that we do have the running clock rule in effect here in the 3rd quarter.
And remember, it was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yes.
In favor of Lehman.
Lehman got off to a nice start there on a couple of short fields.
And held the Bulldogs offense 3 and out.
And there was 2 or 3 series before Milton Union was able to get things going. O'Leary now, nice quick pass.
Oh, nice.
And that is Michael McFarland, and he makes guys miss, and he's got it all the way out to the 45-yard line now. Another Lehman Catholic first down in there on the tackle. Connor Gibson, and you see the winner's quality meets replay, just a little quick hitter in the seam. And again, McFarland, 6'2", 200, makes guys miss. Big, strong kid. Nice play there for Coach Roll and the Cavaliers. 6, McFarland lines up at that right tight end position. Most of his night has been spent run blocking, but when he leaks free, he's a great target. And now Solomon inside run, boy.
Who got a hand on him?
That was Brown again. Nope, sorry, that was 73. Ethan Lane, a little shoestring tackler. Solomon would have gotten a lot more yardage out of that run. As it was, still gained 3. 2nd and 7 now for the Cavalier offense. Again, first conference matchup for these teams. They've played 24 times, and Lehman owns the series record, 13 wins to 10 losses. But tonight it's been all Milton Union. Now we got 4 receivers in the formation, a little bit different setup here, a little leaker. Oh, he led Solomon just a little bit.
A little bit of pressure. I think, again, that probably was designed. It would look like they line through.
Yep.
And just the timing wasn't quite there, and O'Leary had to rush it. Or if not, they've got Solomon out there in the flat, some space, and let him work one-on-one versus one on multiple.
Well, and he's a quick back, and he can go left and right as well as north and south. So great play call. Just that D-line got upfield so quickly and disrupted things.
Yeah, and they've done that all night. That's that's been a heck of a load put on that offensive line for Lehman to try to keep them out. And
they're blitzing, and now they've got a screen. Perfect call against the blitz to McFarland. He's going to rumble down inside the 40. He's still on his feet. And, boy, nice play there, getting McFarland involved. And, again, when you've got an aggressive defense like that, screen is the best call because 2 things happen. First, let's review this winners meets replay. You see McFarland leak over the middle of the field there and catch that screen pass, almost knocked back by Brown.
Well, they almost had Solomon was almost in the same area. You never want, what's the thing? Don't have 2 receivers in the same spot. I thought maybe he was going to fail, maybe get knocked down, but they've tried to, it seems, a few times tonight. That's the first time it's really paid off. They've been able to get enough time and the rhythm and get the receiver downfield and make a good positive play for another first down. They're third of the drive.
To throw the ball here. O'Leary's going to have to run for his life and just live to play another down, as he is devoured. Probably give Jake Brown the credit for that sack, but he also had over there helping him out Carter Berner and Zeb Hines. So second down, loss of 5. So the Milton Union defense continues to be aggressive up front. They run 3 down linemen. 2 linebackers usually put a hand on the turf.
And you mentioned Carter Brown, or Berner, and Jake Brown right on the stop there.
Yep.
Those guys get credit for the sack. They each had 1 sack coming in to the ball game. They each got probably half a sack there to their stat column.
1 back.
Yep.
Yeah, the offense wasn't set.
Yep.
And just as well.
Line of scrimmage, another penalty. Yeah, not enough guys on line of scrimmage, I think.
Well, they had a receiver moving there.
Yeah.
Number 1, Seth Kanapke, stepped off the line of scrimmage to set. So it's going to be either not enough guys on line of scrimmage or illegal motion. So we'll see what the call is.
So, one of 2. The receiver out here is
trying to decline that based on the result of the play.
Shift.
Yep, illegal shift. Penalties decline, so that brings up 3rd down and 15.
If he was backing up, though, why would that be a penalty? He was the only man in motion. I just was curious. There was some confusion. He was trying to get lined up.
Well, he wasn't set. That's the problem.
But if he was backing up, you can be backing up and then going in motion. I'm not real sure.
No, if he was in motion, that's a different story. But he was backing up as the ball was snapped.
Okay.
And he's got to be set.
What a quick
so
third
let's
quarter.
See if Milton Union, running clock. You're going to get that. So Larry rolling.
Wow. Ouch.
And welcome to Saturday evening, says Connor Yates. And that'll snuff that drive.
Yep.
So 4th and 15 is a loss of 5 more. 6 more. And so another turnover on downs, and Milton Union's going to take over with just 27 seconds to go here on the First National Bank scoreboard in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, give credit, though. Lehman got 3 first downs in that drive, and that's, again, had 1 in first half and did so a lot through the air. They moved the ball well through the air until they basically got right in front of us here at the 35-yard line or so, and then it just kind of self-destructed as Milton Union, the Bulldogs
their defense started to assert themselves, Yep, you're right. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter here at Memorial Field in Sydney, with the Milton Union Bulldogs all over the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers by the score of 41-7 here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Welcome back to Sydney, Ohio, the Sydney High School football stadium. Beautiful facility here, as Milton Union has just taken over on downs.
They will take over on downs.
Excuse me, it's a punt. I thought that was 4th down and Sydney had gone for it. Or Lehman had gone for it. My apologies. So McFarland to boot one, and it goes off the side of his foot and is well out of bounds.
Yeah, that was one of his rare miscues. He had a nice punt that really set up their scoring drive back in the first quarter. He did the old coffin corner, if we're allowed to say that anymore, I don't know, but he put it out on the 2-yard line early in the first quarter. The defense held, got Milton Union's offense off in 3 downs or 3 on 3rd down, and then the short field led to the touchdown for Lehman. In fact, it was thrown to McFarland, so he not only put the team in position to get it, but came up with that 21-yard catch and score on 4th down.
Bright spot tonight from his tight end position, and also the punting duties have been well handled. As you mentioned, that's about his only miscue there. So Mortar now back under center, Foose and Nichols. And here comes the blitz, Edwards, and the ball goes right by him. So Lehman Catholic trying to turn up the heat here. And Foose gains about 3 on the play.
He's played a lot tonight. He's done some nice things.
He's had to step in for Neumeier.
I don't even know if I have him on my stat sheet that I wrote down for like the top rushing players for Milton Union. You had Neumeier and as a main stud, and so young man's filled in well.
Now here's Nichols over the left side outside the tackle. Nice tackle right there by the Cavaliers. And that is number 73, Ethan Stiver, sticking his shoulder pads in there. Now we're starting to see a few different numerals on the field for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers as John Edwards comes off the field, and that's Michael McFarland coming off the field. Entering the game, Devin Pride, number 18, the freshman linebacker. And number 5, Dylan Geisey. 2-back set. And the second back gets the ball. That's Foose, and he's a quick hitter up the middle, and he's going to the house, Jeff. He will not be caught.
59-yard touchdown run.
Nice quick hitter up the middle, and boy, he can accelerate. That's a nice embarrassment of riches if you're Coach Brett Pierce over there with Nichols, Foose, and when he's healthy, Neumeier. Here's the winner's quality meets replay, but boy, what a little mix match there. They fake the handoff and then give it to Foose, and that gave the O-line time right up the middle to open a nice hole, and Foose is gone. I mean, he was outrunning a defensive back there. Nice play. So Grudich is going to line up to kick.
And he's been perfect tonight.
Perfect. They had 1 muff on a kick attempt, but that's not on him. Every time he's had the opportunity, he has done just that and pounded it through. That was into the wind.
16 of 18 on the season.
And so with 10:17 to go in the First National Bank scoreboard, the Milton Union Bulldogs stretch their lead 48-7 over Lehman Catholic here on NKTelco Sports.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable, and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Welcome back to Sydney High School. Scott Fry and Jeff Henson bringing you all the action. What did you say? The Foose is on the loose. Jordan Foose scrambles. How about just pounds, 59 yards up the middle.
Accelerated through, took advantage of his opportunity. Again, not a lot of stats on him. He wasn't, I don't think, a featured back so far, but he's definitely filled in for the Milton Union Bulldogs in lieu of their stud running back, Newmeyer, being out since early in the first half. So it's always nice when you have depth. And
yes,
and
again,
Division IV school at Milton Union, they've got more bodies to pick from, you'd think. I mean, they're Division IV, Lehman's Division VII. If I read my new Roman numerals correctly.
Correct. Yes, you did. You did.
I before V is 4 and I after V is 6. So
2 I's is 7. And here's the kickoff now. This is Edwards off his shoulder pads. Solman, let's see if this throws the rhythm off.
He's been
and
good
Solman's going to go up the right side, bounce it out again. Nice key block right there.
Boy.
And that gets Solman up the right sideline. Boy, nice job there. That was number 18 on that block. Devin Pride kept his frame in front of the Bulldog.
He got his shoulder or his head in front of the person he was blocking there. Also, it's a clip or illegal block. And unfortunately, we have a cramp, it looks like. First of all, maybe it sprained an ankle, but have a Bulldog down with what appears to be a cramp. But another nice run. You talk about bright spots.
Solman's been great returning kicks tonight.
He's had a couple nice returns and a bright spot here, and for Milton Union, maybe something they need to, that'll be a film coaching critique. But you remember, it's twice now. I think Solman has muffed it. Well, in this case, it wasn't him, but where the kick was muffed.
Right.
And then the result was Solman actually ended up getting some good return yards. And
yeah, that just throws the timing of the return team. Everything's based on lanes and speed, and they time all that out in practice. And when that ball bobbles around, guys get down there quicker, and they're wide of the ball carrier, and everything's out of kilter. So good to see number 6, Carter Berner. He's had a busy night tonight on defense, particularly from the linebacking position. So good to see him off the field, and it did look like a situation with some cramps. So 48-7 Milton Union at this point. Probably going to start seeing some new shirt numbers. We'll try to get those called accurately for you. And definitely got some guys swapping out on the Lehman Catholic side of things as well. So.
Remember O'Leary, he's been back in. He suffered an ankle tweak early in this half, but he has been back into the game.
Yeah,
so
good to see that.
Yep. Maybe be a little sore tomorrow, but playing tonight, and a late entry there for.
It's Dylan Carnes. He'll bring the play in.
Have to hustle her play clock down to 8-7.
So O'Leary will be in the shotgun open backfield. 5 receivers in the pattern. Lehman wanting to throw the ball here, and they're going to call timeout. Yep. So we'll go ahead and take a precision strip timeout with them. Milton Union's got this one in hand here late in the 4th quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for high school football. I want to invite you to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season long. They are your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize counties, and we are very grateful for their help with us and our partnership. Good folks to work with over there out of Salina. Great sports group and a wonderful bunch of folks.
We are spoiled around this area. We have this, and then the radio guys. You go to other schools and you talk to friends I have around the area or outside the area, and it's like we can't see anything. We don't get to listen. So
yeah, if you're a fan of high school sports, it's a good place to live because there's lots of coverage options. This is Carnes on the right side, gain of about 1, little tackle by committee over there on the left side of the defense. In there now for Milton Union on defense, I see number 55, Dawson Tinnerman, sophomore linebacker, in there on the tackle. Lehman breaks the huddle. This is Sam Gilardi, number 40, coming near side to us, right in front of us now. We're sitting right at about this 35-yard line. In the slot is Seaver. Top of the formation is Seth Kanapke. Another give to Carnes. A little bit of a running room there, a little seam up the middle. He'll gain about a yard.
Yeah, tough night here for Lehman Catholic. They're going to suffer their 4th straight loss. Had that competitive game last week against Waynesfield Goshen, losing by 5, but the week before that got shut out by the Cardinals, a very good Division 7 team. And next week we'll be back in action, Miami East, the Division 6 team. But You play 1 week at a time.
That's right.
Now.
I want to know is what your goal is at this point. Yep. The Bulldogs are going to face Troy Christian next week. O'Leary, a little pass, a little floater well over Seaver's head. That'll not stop the clock as we are in a running clock situation. So under 8 minutes to go here on the First National Bank scoreboard. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. So would invite you, wherever possible, to support or patronize these businesses. Our MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nedick Minster. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the game from Keyhole Pizza. Our replay sponsor, Winners Meats. Starting lineups tonight from Sydney Uglaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor is Precision Strip. Stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA. And at the end of the night, we're going to choose our player of the game for our NKTelco Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. And McFarland back to punt again. And this time he can let it rip. Nice end over end kick, nice and high. And Lehman down there to cover it beautifully.
Yep, nice job.
Number 9, Zachary Loven, the sophomore defensive back, in there to take the kick. And Seaver, and I think also Ethan Stiver down there to make the stop.
But McFarland, a nice hang time.
Yeah.
Gave his defensive or his special teams guys a chance to get down there and really negate any type of return, just a couple-yard return. So good job he came in. McFarland did, I think, with a 37-yard average on punting. Yeah, 37-yard, almost 38. Had a couple inside the 20 coming in. Had that big one way back in the first quarter, down at the 2. So he's done a nice job kicking.
Looks like we got a precision strip timeout taken by Milton Union. We'll take it with him here. 7:05 to go in this one on the First National Bank scoreboard here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back to Sydney High School, home of the Yellow Jackets when it's their turn. But tonight, home with the Sydney Lehman Catholic Cavaliers and a nice crowd on hand. You can't see them from where our camera is. They're down in front of us as we are on the home side. But thanks again to the athletic directors and staff here that take care of this beautiful stadium. Appreciate them allowing us to come cover high school sports. And now we've got a new quarterback under center. This is Wyatt Kimmel, the freshman signal caller. And a little quick hitter up the middle. And this is number 23, does a nice job of hanging onto the football as Lehman tries to strip it. That's Ian Coffey. Nice big run right there for
another first down.
Yeah, big first down out to the 45-yard line.
You know, they've dominated the scoreboard as it shows, and sometimes you always look at the stats, you look at first downs. Milton Union obviously will have more first downs than Lehman, but really the big plays have kind of, I'm going to say, shaded that number a little bit because their big scoring strikes, you know, have happened so fast, not a lot of first yards gained, and they're a very powerful offensive team. I knew coming in, we talked about before the game, they've been able to score points in their games this season, so really, again, it took them a first quarter to get that rhythm going, but since that time, they have been lights out and taking advantage of the opportunity.
They averaged 32.3 points per game and just give up 14, so they've had some nice margins of victory, and of course tonight will only improve that statistic.
Both those numbers, yes.
So got some JV guys in, a little toss, and around the right side, he's got running room. He's over the 40, stays on his feet, and again, that is Zachary Loven, the sophomore. And the Cavaliers bring a stop to that play again. Seaver, we've said his name a lot tonight. Hayden Seaver, the junior defensive back, also with help from the other DB, Ethan Stiver. And looks like we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Seaver came in. You mentioned John Edwards came in with 33 tackles, and Stiver you mentioned. He came in second with 26 tackles, and then Seaver with 13. So those names have been populated tonight as well. So they've
Hayden Seaver, just 5'8" and 140, and a gritty kid there. He plays kind of safety back there. You can see him just at center field. How about midfield?
Midfield.
And yeah, he's had a nice night tonight. Little fumbled exchange. Quarterback wisely picks it up. He's going to try to make a little something happen. Again, the new signal caller, Wyatt Kimmel, the freshman, brought down by number 5, Dylan Geisey.
Yeah, it's a nice job there keeping the quarterback contained. Again, the loose ball on the ground, he's able to pick it up, fortunately for the Bulldogs, but Lehman didn't overrun anything, and they had a guy there to tackle, but they had a host of other helpers coming through, so it eliminated any type of scrambling big play opportunity for Milton Union.
Michael O'Leary now into the game for the Cavaliers. Also into the game, new Aiden Burns, number 79. Try to get you some of these names, give these guys a little attention here. Yep. Little roll left. Kimmel hurls it down. He's got a wide open man. That's number 10. That is Ray Copeland, and he is going to the house as he evades capture. And the JV's getting on the board tonight for the Milton Union Bulldogs. Kimmel to Copeland. And that was, let's check it out, winners meets replay. The ball at the 43. Just a design roll left, and it's going Copeland's way all the way.
57
and Copeland,
yards.
A little stiff arm there to keep that defensive back from bringing him down. 57-yard pitch and catch. Beautiful play by the Bulldogs' second string against the Cavaliers' second string. Grudich now for his
He'll have to ice down his leg yet tonight.
7th point after, because this is touchdown number 8. Great night for the place kicker.
Boy, he has a leg. He went over the net.
And so with that, Milton Union now extends their lead 55-7 over Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. 4:29 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard here in Sydney on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Welcome back to Sydney High School. Milton Union Bulldogs, big strike. 57 yards from the freshman signal caller to Ray Copeland. That's Wyatt Kimmel. That design rollout to the left, and he hits a streaking Ray Copeland. He had gotten behind the Lehman corner, and that's all she wrote. 57 yards and a pillow of air, not really a cloud of dust.
Yeah, and actually finished it there. Had a chance that Lehman did. Had a grasp of the shirt tail, if you will, but he was able to run through that and that last grasp effort and score his touchdown. And again, Milton Union, a strong offensive showing tonight, and a lot of players getting a chance to perform for the Bulldogs, and they've, again, taken advantage of their opportunities. You look back, even their running back, number 32, Foose, has, taken advantage of his opportunities.
Absolutely.
And getting a lot of minutes in here in varsity action.
Grudich, a high kick now, short, kicking into the wind. This is Carnes at the 15, 20, 25. Finds a seam up the right side, out to the 40. One man to beat. Now we got an angle. Cuts inside. Great run back by Carnes. Excellent. I'll tell you what, the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers kick return game has been outstanding tonight. And Carnes is another one, and that was not a muff or any timing issue.
Straight up.
There was just a nice seam. The wedge in front of him created a seam on the right side of that formation. And, man, he made a couple guys miss and almost broke it.
As he was running back, I'm thinking, it was an excellent run. One, that's something that Lehman actually has done pretty well tonight. And they've had a number of times to try it, 8 times or, a number of opportunities. But for Milton Union, that's something they'll have to, I'm sure, will game film and technique coach and go over with their teams. Because other than that, they've really, it's hard to point at a defect in their arm or offense defense. Special teams maybe maybe has a chink in it or a kink in it, but
Jack Earhart now in at the quarterback position for the Cavaliers, and a little center quarterback exchange on the snap, and boy, that's painful when you're in the shotgun formation. But boy, the defense was right there. I think Earhart probably looked up and his eyes were probably the size of dinner plates, because there was big number 75 Rylan Manson bearing down, and I think that's also number 22 on the right end. Karis Twaits
Yeah, and again, freshman quarterback.
71, I'm sorry. That was 71. Cabot Fetters coming in. And just nothing there as the defense for Milton Union all over the Cavaliers offense here. And now 3rd down and a long way to go here. They've got to gain. They've got to get all the way. Yeah, they've got to. They've got to get all the way out to the Shelby Oaks Golf Course for their first down. They've got to get to the Milton Union 32, and they're at their own 50 or at their own 50, the midfield stripe. So, yeah, 18, 19 yards.
Yeah, tough night and tough situation for any situation, but.
So Earhart will try again. Shotgun. He's got Solman off his left hip. Seaver in that slot position. Same formation they've run most of the night. Gives to Seaver on the jet sweep. He's going to get around the corner, cut it upfield over the 50, 45, 40. Breaks a tackle. Nice play there.
Yeah, needed
Keegan
a bunch.
Crow in there to make the stop.
Yeah, they needed a bunch, and they got, yards.
Half a bunch.
Yep, half a bunch.
They're to the 40, so they're going to have 4th down and 8. So Earhart looks to the sideline for his play. A couple more Lehman Catholic guys in there. Matthew Denise, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize, Matthew. He's out there at left tackle. Number 89, Wyatt Earhart. Out there at wide receiver. Sam Gilardi, wide receiver.
Number 7, Brock Bostic. I don't know if you mentioned him or not. He's way top of the screen.
And now it looks like Seaver was maybe looking to throw that for a minute, but again, we've seen it a lot tonight, Jeff, that defense of the Bulldogs, led by William Johns, number 21, really doing a nice job of stringing that jet sweep out. And he did manage to get positive yardage, but only a couple. I mean, he probably ran 25 yards for a 2-yard gain, and that's what you want to do on that. You got to scrape off the blocks and go side to side, and Milton Union's done a great job of that all night.
They have. They've strung it out, and eventually Lehman Catholic will run out of real estate, so you just kind of play even with them. And the foot speed on the defensive side football has been a little bit quicker than the offensive foot speed, and that it makes it difficult to win those battles. And give credit to the Bulldogs. They've not really had any breakdowns. They've all pursued the football and basically forced Lehman to throw it when they have a couple interceptions off of arm hits, if you will. But good job defensively for the Bulldogs tonight. They're going to victory for, or basically run it out here, the final probably series of the game for them.
The give over the left side this time goes to Ian Coffey, the freshman running back. Nice gain right there, probably about 8 yards. Still in at quarterback is Kimmel, the freshman, had a nice touchdown pass on the last possession, 57 yards to Ray Copeland. As again, we're getting down to the final minute here in the 4th stanza. Milton Union just looking to run the clock out here and get on the bus.
It'll be a happy bus ride for them back to West Milton, Ohio, and Miami County. And again, they'll break that 1-game losing streak they had against Oakwood, and Lehman will have to refocus again next week and try to break their 0-4 start.
They're going to see the Miami East.
I think they're 1-3, if I read my notes.
And again, go ahead to carry there, Ian Coffey. And there's still fewer seconds on the play clock than there are on the game clock, so they'll have to run one more play. 3rd down and less than a yard here.
Yeah, for the Lehman Catholic, they will go to Miami East next week, who is 1-3. Then they will face, actually go on the road to Bethel, who right now is 0-4. So a couple teams struggling in the win column as well, their next opponents. And then they'll come back home here against Riverside, who's currently 3-1.
And there's your final snap, Jeff, as we count down the final seconds of this one. It is all over in Sydney as the Milton Union Bulldogs come up big tonight in the Three Rivers Conference opener, first one ever. And they take this one 55-7 over our Lehman Catholic Cavaliers here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with this personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Welcome back one last time here to Memorial Field, Sydney High School, on a solemn occasion, the 20th anniversary of 9/11. We never want to forget about that and remember those who lost their lives and all that sort of thing. Gosh, and a difficult night here for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers as they fall 55-7 to the Milton Union Bulldogs in the conference opener for the newly formed Three Rivers Conference. And we're going to jump to the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. Here's Jeff Henshin to tell you all about our statistics tonight.
Well, the scoreboard and the stats don't lie. Total domination by Milton Union, 402 yards in a shortened second half, or that helped kind of limit their total yards because of the shortened clock. But 402 total compared to 120 for Lehman, 122 on the ground compared to 40 for Lehman. 280 through the air, almost 300 yards through the air. Had some big pass plays that resulted in quick scores. 80 yards for the Cavaliers. Again, not many first downs for Milton Union because of the big scoring strikes. Lehman was able to muster up 3 first downs in the second half. Held on to the ball because no turnovers for either team in the second half. So Milton Union ends with 0 and Lehman 2 in those first half and then none in the second half. So a rough night for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, but a dominating performance for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely, and Lehman will play again next week. They travel to Miami East, and then the Milton Union Bulldogs go home to West Milton there in Miami County, as Jeff mentioned earlier, and they're going to take on the Troy Christian Eagles, a perennial playoff team. So interesting conference, a lot of cool teams. Just to give that rundown again, I think that's a neat fact that they've started this conference for competition starting this season right now. They built the conference in 2019. And the 8 teams include Bethel, Covington, Lehman Catholic, Miami East, Milton Union, Northridge, Riverside, and Troy Christian. And it's the MAD, the Miami, and the Stillwater Rivers that comprise the Three Rivers Conference.
That should be
in
trivia
Shelby,
early on.
Logan, and Miami counties.
Yeah, 3 counties too. So
That's
3
right.
Rivers, 3 counties, 8 teams. There's a touchdown.
There's your touchdown pass, to McFarland, and that's going to take us to our player of the game. Yeah, great segue there. So Michael McFarland, the senior tight end defensive lineman, had that touchdown catch you saw there, but he also had an excellent night on special teams.
He did. He set that drive up. It resulted in a touchdown with a nice, beautiful punt that put the ball out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Defense held Milton Union, forced a short kick, and then on 4th and 2, O'Leary threw his second touchdown pass of the season to McFarland, who caught it from 21 yards for his second score of the season for him as well, and also had some punting requirements tonight, and for the most part did a nice job with some booming kicks, and that's all part of the game, so job well done for Michael McFarland, the senior, basically tight end and punter tonight for our player of the game for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers.
I'd like to thank NKTelco for sponsoring our player of the game every week. And so, this one comes to a close one last time on the scoreboard. Milton Union 55, Lehman Catholic Cavaliers 7. I'd like to thank you for joining us. For my friend Jeff Henshin, color and stats, our director in the van, Scott Robinson, assistant director, Bryce Hamrick, and our ace cameraman, Mark Fissel. I'm Scott Fry. Thank you one and all for joining us, and we will see you next time on NKTelco Sports.